Hello Aquarians. For those of you who have been here before, welcome back. And for those of you who it's your first time, hello. Welcome. I am Denise. This is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and today I'll be doing the June monthly reading for the collective of Aquarius. Doesn't matter what placement or position you have Aquarius in, this will work. I usually do monthly readings broken down week by week, how it starts and ends, and then pull a card at the end for overall, but we are doing something different this month. We're doing a Celtic cross. It's new to me. I've done them before, but not very often, and I'm digging it. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and we are using the fountain. Oh no, the field tarot. I always fuck these two up, the fountain and the field. We're using the field. It might have some wonky cards in there, like their own or something, but I'll figure it out as we go on. Okay, are you ready, Aquarians? Let's see where you are right now. That's very slappy. That's slappy. Prince of Cups, introspection. And it's Pisces. You're in Goo Goo Gaga land, Aquarius? No, you are not. You are in the Five of Cups. It literally says disappointment. Okay. That sucks for you. That sucks for you because the Page of Cups just came out. Maybe it's something new. And something old is affecting something new. Let's see what's crossing you. What's your obstacle? Temperance in reverse is crossing you. I have a little cheat sheet. What's your focus? Where's the focus of Aquarius? Where's Aquarius? Focus. What's your focus? Ace of Pentacles. Wealth. I feel like it's wealth in all ways, but it's career. It's career, but it's also, I think you're recognizing, or it's just occurring to you, that you work best, are meant for, are made for, will become more expanded working in partnership and collaborator and co-creator with whoever is in your life. I mean, anyone. Do you understand what I mean? It's like, I think this is career firstly focused, but it's also an expanding is happening along this journey that you are started on for your longevity and your generational wealth and your all of that. Your king self, but your emperor self. What is your recent past? The Devil, sideways, going into the upright. What's your strength right now? What's the strength of Aquarius right now? watching this. The Four of Pentacles. Stability. Your strength is keeping yourself small right now. It's steady. It's keeping yourself steady. It's you're really building that up. It's karma being enacted and responsibility. Like justice has been served and you are honoring yourself and source. But your human self. You're forgiving yourself and you're learning and you're opening. But you're still healing. You're still healing. And it's showing up as still attachments to the past wounds, where you would numb them, you would distract yourself from them. They were so hard. It was a complete betrayal of trust, implicit trust that was earned, and however that looks for you. But that happened somewhere in your past and you're still carrying it. There's still part of you that's identifying with it and using it as a not fully forgiving yourself all the way, because there wouldn't be space for that if you fully forgave yourself, if you were coming fully from truth. You know what I mean? You'd be able to be in the flow and you'd be able to not identify. Okay, what are they coming into? The Eight of Cups, retreat. Supporting energies. The Nine of Pentacles sideways going into the upright. Okay. Energies around you that you may not be aware of. The Seven of Pentacles sideways going into the upright. What's your hopes and fears? Queen of Pentacles, nurture. What is the potential outcome? If the Aquarians who resonate with this stay on the path that they're on when I'm doing this reading. Stay on this path. Is this path? Yeah. What's the potential outcome? The Prince of Swords, determination. The Knight of Swords, which some people read as Aquarius, but I don't. I read this as Gemini, and Aquarius is the King of Swords. Sideways going into the upright. Overall is the Eight of Pentacles, dedication, and Ten of Swords, despair. King of Swords is underneath the Eight of Pentacles. So that's you. The Wheel of Fortune is underneath that. The Page of Swords is underneath the Ten of Swords. And the Prince of Cups again. It's like a death and a rebirth of growth. It's not what I was going to say. It went somewhere. It's the death of mistrust and being fearful of being able to trust people or situations or anything it's the death of that, and it's the rebirth of trust, which is starting with the seed of truth. It's what's underlying this is your recognition of the need for a quest for you for truth, to your truth and the truth, and to be it. You're on the journey. You're coming at it from the Eight of Pentacles, which is a master alchemist, which is being able to translate, receive all of these energetic frequencies, then interpret them and translate them, and then transmute them into things that show up in your physical surroundings, in your 3D world, that are for the care and keeping of you and the source and all. You're still nursing the wounds, but you're stronger, and you're looking at them more clearly, and you're seeing where you contribute, where you're the one poking it. Illusions are falling away. Illusions are falling away of self, and of which then, like, I think then you have awareness of self, and then how that applies externally. Okay. Where you are right now is the Five of Cups, crossed by the Temperance, going into the reverse. Yeah, that's this still identifying on some level as your pain and as your traumas. It's giving the power of yourself away, not because you don't recognize that you have power, because it was a situation where you didn't. And you didn't see it coming. It halted you. You're very aware of that. When you are solidly in alignment and able to maintain flow with Source and with showing up for yourself every day, when you're able to do that, Temperance is it's just going to come in, and it's going to move you right into your focus, which is the Ace of Pentacles, right? On that path. Hold on though, but your future is the Eight of Cups. Well, yeah. Yeah, if the Devil is the past, we'll see how that shows up, but it looks like you're walking away from the behaviors, the pain, forgiveness. That's like the theme so far in the readings. That's wonderful. Okay, so to come back, your focus is the Ace of Pentacles. That's all your chakras in alignment, son. You're clear-headed. I can feel it. You got a fire too, but it's not out of control. It's a fire done safely. You're tending to it. And you're keeping everything in balance. You see it. You see it. You know what it is. Your heart, your whole authentic self, it feels delicious on some level, and you feel it in alignment with the part of you, part of where you are now, and you see where it's higher. And you know it's mutual. This can be job or relationship. It's however it fits. You're still a little, it's the ace. You're still a little, you need support right now. You're like a sapling, really like a shoot, you know, getting to be a sapling. That's where you get with the Four of Wands, at the sapling. If you stop there, you're gonna die. Because you're not meant to stop at a sapling, you're meant to stop at full maturation, right? And you get that. You get it. It's triggering stuff for a whole bunch of reasons, so just sit with it, hold it, love it, look at it, look clearly at it. To see what the truth was. Ask for what the truth was, and just be open to it, and you'll know what to do. Do that as many times as you need to. Get support outside of yourself if you need it. Be transparent, you know what I mean? But take care of you first. Refill that energetic reserve up. That's what you're doing, so that you can literally start building it. Okay, you're coming out of the Devil sideways. So that's going into the upright. We'll see how that comes out, but what that says to me is that you had it in reverse. So whatever your patterns were, you're aware of them, and you were transmuting them. You're resolving them. But something is happening that's like you might be like, it's an equal chance right now for you to be either stay with it not having control over you, or start giving in, right? The potential is equal for either to happen. And so it really is, the universe is going to require focus from you. Focus in the way of committing to yourself, because you are worth it. You are worthy of everything good, no matter what you've done. You don't get that without taking responsibility, right? It's going to grow you. It's going to expand you, and you know that. You know that. There's a lot happening, I think, for you on this journey, where things are being challenged, wounds are like throbbing again. Look for the truth. Realign yourself. Get yourself calm, even, witness, and then just look, see the truth. Sit till you know it. as many times as you need. You know what I mean? Okay, your strength that you might not be aware of is the Four of Pentacles, which is stability, which is, so that is like keeping your, doing all this working and getting to a certain point. But like I said, it's like a shoot instead of a sapling, instead of a mature tree, right? But in your case, this is you recognizing that you have this ability. Look how long you've been stable for. Look back and see where you would have been a year ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 10 years, whatever it was. Sometime in the past you would have reacted in one way, and instead you've been responding. Give yourself props. You're at the 4. You're at the negative. You're at the 4. What you're going into is the 8 of Cups. So this hold on you, this despair, and this 5 of Cups, that's what you're walking away from. You're opening to that, to intuition, to the divine, to love, self-love, unconditional love, and opportunity. That's what you're doing. The energies around you are the 9 of Pentacles, sideways going into the upright, which is culmination. And from the 4 to the 9. I don't remember if that was in reverse. I don't think it was. And the 7 of Pentacles is the energy around you that you might not be aware of. That's also sideways going into the upright. Again, with the chakra alignment. That's really important for you. It's really, really important. It's all throughout here. Look at the... This is telling me like earth, using earth and organic matter. And this is telling me meditation, stillness, doing something rhythmic that helps your beta brain, human brain, like get lost in it so that there's open space, right? Okay, so your supporting energies are amazing. It's the mini Empress. It's Virgo energy. It's simultaneous uplift. It's you are a capable partner, worthy of everything fantastic. You are worthy of the abundance. You're going to be able to hold on to it. This guarantees that. This is when you see your human self as sacred and something to be revered. You revere it. Because you have reverence for what this means and what this opportunity is for you. Sometimes it goes. When I do this, when you see me do this, my fingers are on my spine and I'm realigning my chakras. Literally, that's what I'm doing. That's what this is feeling like. Energies around you may not be aware of is this. You're not alone, and it's worth it. You have support. There's people on your side. Your ancestors are on your, you have the support. It's there. It's there. There needs to be a respect, right? And a regard. And an acknowledgement and an allowance of receiving it. Allow yourself to receive. Maybe you're having some trouble with that. The Seven of Pentacles is reassessment, when you've been actively working on something and then you're at a point where it's like, okay, how far have we come? What worked, what didn't? You know what I mean? It's a like taking an assessment and then implementing solutions and taking action. So this is sideways going into the upright for what's around you that you're not aware of. I think what it is for you is showing up as energies that were there, or energies that you previously didn't pick up on, or that you weren't aware of, that are actually supporting you. Like also what it feels like inside your body. This will be for some of you. You're picking up stuff, energetically, sensationally inside your body because you're plugging into a frequency and it feels a certain way. And maybe at some point in your life, you had to turn that off. You associated it with something negative because maybe you got hurt on some level, right? So there might be part of that, of where you're figuring out now, you're able to discern because you're keeping your roots, right? You're keeping your stability. You're staying, you're doing this, you're being the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be able to pick up on it now and you'll be able to discern whether it's safe or not. Sometimes when we're in a new frequency, it's dissonant in our body because there's an adjustment, and that can feel off, right? Where you will feel out of alignment and maybe nauseous, and you could immediately categorize that as a negative experience, or you can just refocus on your present, being as present as possible and a witness to what's happening so you can figure out where to go, right? I don't know. Oh, Aquarius, thank you. God, that felt good. Maybe y'all need to stretch too right now. That's what I'm feeling, is that energy flow. It needs to be like grounded and then re-put out there, which is exactly, that's what's going on. The energy just shifted. You have leveled up, my friends. Your hopes and fears is the Queen of Pentacles. Hello. So for some of you, that is a literal family, a wife. It's a partner. It's Capricorn energy, and it doesn't have to be. It's also talks about self-care. We're going to have to pull a card on that, I think, to see. Well, you end up in the Knight of Swords, right? Yeah. Okay. I think it's about like becoming okay with the idea of your full potential, and becoming okay with the idea of the reality of what a partner who's your equal will look like and what that requires from you. And also being able to discern a partner who is that, who is what their actions and their words and their energy are all in alignment. That's what you hope for, and that's what you're afraid isn't going to happen. Or that you won't be able to maintain. That you don't deserve good, beautiful things. You don't deserve abundance. And you can't maintain it. That's the fear. That you won't have it, but you know that you will. So your possible outcome is the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, which some people read as Aquarius. I read it as Gemini. We have the King of Swords somewhere here too, right? So, but it's you, regardless. No matter what, it's you. You right now in this reading. You're sideways, but you're going into the upright, which is good. You don't want him in the reverse. That means whatever all of this is for you, whatever you figure out here, truth is you feel emboldened. the reality of the truth is explosive for you, and you know how that is, how that shows up. And it's energetic, it's what are the words? You see the truth, you know the truth. You already know all of this. You're Aquarians, you already know this. This is like it's the uncovering of your ego, and it's the uncovering of why you used ego to begin with. It's a defense mechanism for you, right? That's what all of this is. Where was I going with that? Sometimes the truth has compelled you to do anything to make it shut up, or you resonated with it in a way where you got stuck on a ego level, like because there was a wound still, and this was some kind of validation where you were reckless with your actions toward your pursuit of truth, right? Or implementing the truth. Like it could have been like, you could have been cruel. You could have been cocky, you could have been mean, hiding under blunt truth, brutal honesty or whatever. Brutal honesty isn't mean. It hurts because there's a recognition of responsibility and truth from someone, and that can hurt because it's damaging their ego's sense of self. But it's not mean or cruel. And that's what this is saying, is like you're moving out of that. It's still something that you're actively working on with this, how to hold the truth and how to be a steward of the truth and a protector of the truth. It's reimagining your idea of your obligation as a truth bearer. I hope that makes sense. I think it probably does. All right, we're going to clarify some things. I really like this spread. It helps me understand what's what, instead of being so wide open, like I'm trying to figure it out. It needs some guidance. Okay, what are we going to start with? Well, let's look at what the devil was for you. How is the devil showing up? We're going to use the sun and moon. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, it's the same thing. Okay. I'm going to say, how's the Five of Cups? But that's going to be tied into the devil. So we'll just go with the devil. How is the devil energy showing up for Aquarius? How is it showing up for them? Six of Wands. I'm reading it as a couple different things. It's a disconnect from, because it's showing up as a pattern that's toxic, right? So it can be about like pursuing accolades, shutting off the spiritual, emotional parts of you to focus on success, on opulence, on, you know, it's those types of things. And also as maybe impulsively celebrating too soon, right? It could also be actually, in this case, self-sabotaging totally so that you don't get there. You see the victory and you're like, fuck! And you get terrified and you fuck it all up. You set it all the fuck on fire. It could be that too. Let's see what's on the Two of Wands, the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Swords again, under the Queen of Cups, and Judgment is under the Two of Wands. So becoming, I'm gonna get another card. It's seeing the truth about the person you receive love from, the person you enter into love with. It's about who you've chosen in the past, why you've chosen them, where you were, and who you're choosing in the future, what they need, what alignment looks like, and cultivating that part of yourself where unconditional love lives and tending to it. Okay. Give me another card so we can help Aquarius understand how the Devil is showing up, the Hierophant. The Four of Cups. One more. The Five of Wands. The Moon, the Nine of Wands. Okay, hold on. Getting overloaded. Showing up as the Six of Wands. This is in the past, the Four of Cups and the Five of Wands. It has to do with success, being present, allowing, being open, believing in yourself, allowing yourself to be vulnerable and transparent about where you are on your journey, and also, but not giving yourself, not being a victim. It's building up all of the skills needed to be able to discern those things and what you need to have your roots firmly planted first so you can build all of those things up. I think you've been avoiding that and hiding that from yourself and your external accomplishments or external things that need you to like complete them successfully. Or you've been like one foot in and out. But I don't know if you would acknowledge, I don't know if you've acknowledged that about yourself. Where I think you've put it on external reasons, like, oh, they hurt me or this happened and that. So like instead of recognizing you're choosing that reality. You're choosing to let that still sway you. And that they weren't in alignment with you. Gaslighting. think part of your past devil pattern is to give up. And that could be control related for some of you, and that could be in there some. Needing control, not being okay with the unknown, with not knowing everything. It's because you're out of alignment with yourself, with your roots, your hierarchical needs. There's wounds there. You know what I mean? Because once you get those into alignment, you're able to discern things. And you're able to let go more. And I think you already know that because of where you've been. You're just maybe not used to it in like practical application yet. There's a lot of wands over here underneath this. And the Hermit. The Hermit, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands. And the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Moon. It's a lot of staying small and detaching, dissociating, and not taking full recognition or accountability for your part in that and how you're actually doing that. You're keeping yourself small by doing those things. I really feel like it's this devil is like you doubting yourself. It's you being out of alignment and then not taking full responsibility for how that's showing up because it's painful. It was showing up in a painful way. So it was like running from the pain, right? Trying to avoid the pain and distracting yourself from the pain with all these other things to keep you occupied. What happens when they all go away? What happens when it's just you? Maybe go like sit at a river or something, or go climb up a mountain. Something that forces you to be present and has all your senses ignited and present, you know what I mean? And cause you need to use more than two of them at once to keep yourself safe. You know what I'm saying? And it's rewarding. You could even be driving. But that's what I'm feeling with this devil is the things that you use to distract yourself from sitting with the pain and recognizing the pain and taking accountability and all those things that we just said, right? Your strength is the Four of Pentacles, stability. Let's see how that's showing up for you. I think it's showing up as recognition. Back to this one. Is it the Field? I don't fucking remember. I think it is. Okay. How is stability showing up for Aquarius? How is the stability showing up? How's the strength? How's the the Five of Pentacles in reverse? It's changing it's seeing the truth and giving yourself a chance to try it on and take the practically apply it and start moving yourself out of these mindsets, like catching when it happens and stuff. The Prince of Cups, introspection, and the Princess of Swords. The Page of Swords on the bottom still. And Four of Wands underneath it. The Nine of Cups under the Prince of Cups, the Six of Cups under the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Wands underneath that. Not carrying, you're not carrying this bullshit anymore. You're letting yourself let the truth become more clear, and you're giving yourself a chance. You're committing. And you're disciplined, you're taking that intellectual discipline you have and you're putting it into practical application, but it's It is the foraging of your highest you, your most authentic you. You're looking for your bliss. You are understanding that happiness is a state of being, and you are going toward that, and what happiness means and what joy is, right? And bliss, a blissful state. There's still a little bit of this mistrust with the Page of Swords coming in there. There's still a little bit. And it's self-doubt too. It's self-doubt, but it's also, it's doubting that things outside of you are like, that you're not going to get let down. You don't get let down the more you're able to discern energies. And you do that by the care and keeping of you. The more you do it, the higher it gets. You keep highering your frequencies, and you're aware now, and you won't go backward. There's certain things you won't go backward. Allow yourself to grow. Give future you a chance, Aquarius. Let's see how the Eight of, oh, my ear just got so itchy. Why is it so itchy? I feel all greasy. It's pretty hot outside. I have central air and a ceiling fan and another fan because this room is just not cool. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see how the Eight of Cups is showing up for Aquarius. How is the Eight of Cups showing up for y'all? What are they walking? Let's do this. What are you walking toward? What is Aquarius walking toward? That'll let you know what you're walking away from, because it'll be the opposite, right? What is Aquarius walking toward? Literally the Ten of Pentacles. My heart is so joyful for you. It feels wonderful for you. The Hangman and the Two of Wands. It's still, you're still working it out. It's still your intentions, right? Well, there's still more to learn, and you know that. And you're just figuring it out. Hold on. The Two of Wands is you recognizing that what you're going toward is your Ten of Pentacles. The Hangman is you still looking. You being open, you knowing that there's still more to learn, and being open. There's some of it feels a little doubtful, and some of it is just you recognizing you don't know everything, and there's still more to learn, and you're open to it. Yeah, the start, yes. You are underneath the Hangman. You're choosing your beautiful, magical self to show up in this 3D world as yourself fully, and it's going to deepen, you know, but you are showing up, you're working on that, and that's going to pull in every other thing you have always been working for, you always knew was yours. just didn't have it, but maybe you were like, I don't even understand why I don't have it, because it's so in alignment with who you are. Okay. The energy is surrounding you are the 9 of Pentacles going into the upright, and the 7 of Pentacles going into the upright. What needs to happen for the 9 of Pentacles to get into the upright for Aquarius? The 7 of Swords, deception, sideways, going in. You have to love the truth, live the truth, live your truth. Learn how to find comfort in carrying the truth. Some of it is really painful for y'all, and some of it is really difficult to not enact. And you're learning how to balance all of that stuff. So what needs to happen for this 9 of Pentacles to get into the upright? Went from the 7 of Swords to the 7 of Cups, which is, it feels like there's a lot of options. It's being open to options. It's maintaining your center and your groundedness, and it is choosing the options that immediately support your highest vibrational good, and you staying in that. Fear of Swords and Judgment, that heartbreak. And we're talking about your core wound, your inner child wound first. Judgment. It's letting yourself become. That's wonderful. Okay, let's go to the Queen of Pentacles and your hopes and fears. Why is she showing up as the hope? And then we'll ask the fear for Aquarius. Why is the Queen of Pentacles showing up as the hope? The Moon, they're not going to tell you. Could also be a Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Hold on. That you can trust. That you can trust. You can trust in the stability. You can trust that their word is their bond. And that they are who they are. Who they say they are. Who they show up as. All of that is in alignment. That's your hope. Ace of Swords and yes. And that they'll be open to you, to your offer, to coming together. All right, so what's your fear then? What's your fear? The Moon is protective and it's restorative. It doesn't have to be terrifying. Selenite is my #1. I wish you could see. I have like over 50 pieces of selenite, which is Moon. It grounds me. Intuition is a wonderful, beautiful frequency to be in. Okay, why is the Queen of Pentacles showing up as a fear for Aquarius? The Page of Cups. That it's not your equal. That is not enough. The 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. Rest and fear. Yeah, exactly. This is PTSD. And this is healing. The 5 of Swords under that. The 6 of Swords. Okay, hold on. There's a fear of losing your identity, losing your voice and your power. There's a fear of being betrayed. And And at the same time, there's a recognition of how you're adding to that and what narratives you're giving and what cycles you're keeping yourself in. You're literally choosing the frequency to stay plugged in when, like, you're meant for up here, right? It's you taking action to take care of that too. And I think it's also that you would be able to weather whatever, if this venture or relationship, whatever, that you're about to go into, if it doesn't work out, that it won't be devastating for you. You have power. You don't have to give your power away, and you shouldn't give your power away. You keep your power by keeping yourself in alignment. It also feels like there's like a fear that you might not be enough. Can you tell me more about what this fear is showing up as? How is the Princess, the Page of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles showing up as a fear? What is scary? What's the fear about the Princess of Cups? The Eight of Swords and the Six of Cups in reverse. That they're not that you're going to get betrayed, that you're going to be betrayed, you're going to be abandoned, your trust is going to be misgiven, someone's going to take advantage of you, they show up as one thing and they fucking pull the wool over your eyes. That's how you feel. It's your fear, because you're not giving yourself credit for how far you've come, and you still have wounds to heal too, you know. So that's fear-based thinking. That's not reality-based thinking. Nobody has power over you. Get your feet firmly planted and keep maintaining that. Don't forget that. That's what your strength is right now, is the Four of Pentacles, is being able to reach stability and maintain it, and to alchemize and transmute those feelings of lack. You're coming here, you're walking away from those things, right? You're going towards your 10 of Pentacles. You know what it is, and you're so close to being your 9 of Pentacles. You're so close. It's these untruths that are coming in, and it's just time to recognize it, right? The Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords. Both Libra. Justice underneath the Queen of Swords. This might be a Libra who you see as the ultimate partner for you, and you're terrified. It's about seeing the truth. The 10 of Wands and the is under the Three of Swords. It's about becoming clear about the narratives you're adding and the burdens you are creating and then carrying and dragging with you, and how the pain still informs you. Like, what's it manifest as? You know what I mean? The Queen of Swords ain't having that. She knows this. Justice is clear about this stuff, and that's also underneath here. Focus on that, right? And where you end up, right? The possible outcome is the Knight of Swords, determination, sideways going into the upright. Looks like a disciple to me, in a child of the universe, a surrendering of ego control and being used as a vessel. Letting yourself feel that energetic resonance frequency of what that feels like, peace and truth and clarity. And not getting addicted to it or attached to it or detached from it, but how to generate it, how to hold it sacred, and what that requires. Let's see how this is showing up, right? What way would the Prince of Swords energy show up for Aquarius as them is supporting them in their highest vibrational good? What would that look like? What would the Prince of Swords in its highest vibrational good energy look like for Aquarius? It would look like, what did I say in the beginning? You're building up your Emperor, right? It would look like your Emperor. Some of you have Aries in your chart. It doesn't matter. And your strength. So everything I was talking about. You understanding that you don't need validation from outside of you. The help has to start from inside of you first, and you are capable of doing it and maintaining it. Allowing yourself to be soft, tend to the fire, know how to regulate your air flow. How to regulate your airflow. That's what I'm calling this. Hold on. Nice, Aquarius. The Two of Wands and the Judgment, the World. Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. Chakra alignment. No more gaslighting. No more gaslighting yourself. No more gaslighting yourself. No more. You about to align your chakras, son. Close off all those times you would respond instead of react. And you're about to take it out of your comfort zone and let your fire go. The Eight of Wands. That you're able to recognize the deliciousness and not get attached to it and not be swept up in it, and recognize how to integrate it. And you have someone or a career or an opportunity to actively participate in this. So keep working on you, Aquarians, okay? You about to step into a whole bunch of deliciousness. Keep going, okay? Keep believing in you and keep committing to the work. You got this. You got this. Your thoughts don't have power over you, okay? All right, I will see you at your mid-monthlies. Till then, bye-bye.